Happy Wednesday, midweek. All right. Let's start in child's pose. Coming into child's pose, knees can be wide, knees can be narrow. Find a position that feels fantastic on your body. Release your hips to your heels. Little mister's joining me here. And just notice how you arrive on your mat. And we're all so different here. I'm so happy when I get on my mat to be still and be quiet, and that might not be how you feel, and that's okay. That is okay. It's beyond okay. It's perfect. Whatever it is that you feel when you arrive on your mat. So if you need a little gentle movement here because you feel like you've got all sorts of bajiggities in your body and you can't possibly be still and focus on your breath, go ahead. Maybe rock your way a little side to side. So sometimes forcing things doesn't make them feel better. Sometimes you have to meet yourself where you are and allow for everything kind of to get on the same page. And there's all sorts of time to do that. And in this child's pose, allowing the back ribs to expand or allowing the belly to expand. And if you could imagine that my hands were on your back rib cage, on the sides of the body and on the back, you're breathing out into that as you inhale, and as you exhale, it recedes down. And you just get this like expansion and contraction. Probably be a long time before I do any hands-on adjusting, but that's okay. And as the breath deepens and as you turn a little deeper into your breath, just notice what is rising up for you here. If it's anticipation, if it's more of like you don't want to move, you're really happy where you are, just notice that, observe that. All these things are right and good. And then as I offer suggestions through our practice today, notice how you receive them. Observe how you receive them. And that's really what I'm doing, is offering you options and suggestions. And you'll follow along if you need to, and you'll find something else if you need something else. Rising up onto your hands and your knees. Just taking some circles here. Starting to allow your body to side bend a bit. Allowing one elbow maybe to bend and the other arm to take more weight. Maybe the spine goes through flexion, extension. And then if there's a reversal to your movement, reverse. Allow the breath to support you here. Come through center. Protraction, retraction of the shoulder blades. So you're pushing the floor away, you're spreading the shoulder blades, and then you're softening that space between the shoulder blades and dropping down. Pressing it wide, and then dropping it down. And as you do this, without feeling like you're being rigid or restricting your breath, keep the front ribs gently drawing back. Keep an awareness in the transverse abdominals, just stabilizing in toward the spine. You don't have to suck your belly button into your spine. It's just an awareness of lifting away from the floor with the belly, with the front ribs. And then taking this and moving into cow, inhaling, and pushing away in cat's pose. So really moving through the shoulder girdle here. One more. And then coming down onto your forearms. And then maybe bringing your palms together and kind of inching the elbows forward. And then dropping the heart down. Inhale, rise up. Come onto your forearms. You can stay on your knees or you can tuck your toes and lift up into forearm plank. I was going to start class by asking you what you wanted to work on today, and I got talking about the 4th of July and I forgot to. So now you don't get an option unless you feel really strongly about it and you can type in the chat bar. But yeah, we missed that window. I don't even know why I'm bothered telling you that. So follow along. If there's something that you really, really need today, put it in the chat. I'll come and read it. We're going to have fun though. I promise you this. Release the hips down. Point the toes back, push the tops of the feet down, spread your toes out. Try to get your pinky toenail to push down on the ground, then pull your heart through. My name is Maeve. Also available in the chat bar, letting me know if there's anything I should know about your body. Injuries, pre-postnatal, getting over food sickness, I don't know, anything that might be helpful. Feel those forearms pressing down and then move the shoulder back, the front of the shoulder back, and feel the shoulder blade move into the front body. Good, keep the strength in the shoulders, retuck the toes, float it back up into forearm plank. And hug your shoulders toward your hips, so engaging the lats in the back. Come up onto your right hand, come up onto your left hand. Take a breath here in plank. Come into downward facing dog with your exhale. Moving with your breath, plank inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Forward inhale. Exhale back. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Knee into your chest, place your foot forward. Warrior 2, back heel roots down, rise up and around. Energetically press your palms down and stretch your fingers long. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Yes. Really nice. Inhale, straighten the right leg, sweep the arms up. Exhale, press down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale, reach forward, right arm onto your thigh, wrap the chest open, side angle. Use this shoulder, use this arm to create some leverage. You're not just resting in the arm here. I'm giving you this back view so you can see this. Press down to feel that nice strength in the shoulders. And then stand heavier on your left foot. One more breath in. Bring your left hand around. Bring your right hand around. Take a little pause, straighten the front leg any amount. And then just taking this right leg back to plank. Lower down floor or chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhaling. Downward facing dog, exhaling. Left leg straight back. Draw your knee down the center, exhaling, place your foot. Back heel roots, warrior 2, up and around. So you're stretching the fingers long, you're stretching the arms long, you're not just holding them up, you're extending out from your center, and then the palms, the fingertips press down. So the triceps hug into the arm bone. Yeah, really nice. Where can you find some more space without me telling you where to find it? Because I can't tell you where to find it. Where is it for you? Is it in your breath? Is it in rooting down? Is it in the expansion of the body? Is it in the contraction of drawing in to give the arms more extension? Yeah. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Every time we pass through here, find a little more depth. Find something new. Kind of play your edge. So as I see so many of you so often, keep it fresh in your own body. Good, reverse back. I know we didn't do this on the first side. Come forward, reaching forward. I realized it as I was saying it. See? Habits, some scars, terrible. Push down, open up. It won't kill us to do an extra reverse warrior in preparation of sighting. How does your body work together here? How do you use the arm and the leg together to create more space? How do you give this leg, this front leg, more confidence to allow this hip to sink a little deeper? Maybe from the back leg? When we support from other areas, we give our body freedom. When we're supported, we feel more free, right? Last breath in. Bring this right hand around. A little pause in the center, release the left hand. Straighten that front leg any amount. And then step back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga or the floor. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog with your exhale. Rise high to your toes, inhale. Knees bend, stretch back, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Draw your hands into your heart, exhale. Take a pause, full breath in. Don't go anywhere, full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale, release your hands at your sides. Stretch your fingers to the ground, broaden across the collarbone. Broaden across the upper back. Kneecap split. Crown of the head rises, feet root down. This is your foundation for everything. Inhale, rise up. Hands sweep up. Maybe the gaze comes up to the thumbs. Keep the legs strong as you bow forward, exhale. Come halfway up. Inhale. Chaturanga vinyasa or simply back to downward facing dog. You can also modify chaturanga every time in any way that you want. Inhale, high to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, gather energy, rising up. Exhale, bowing forward. Keep your legs strong and stable. Think about what that means for you. Halfway, inhale. Hands to the ground, chaturanga. Rise, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, feet to hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Again, inhale, rising up. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Really nice. Beautiful. Yes. Make your way through to down dog. You look amazing. Good, good. Really nice. Good to see you all. Checking in a little closer. From downward facing dog, rise high to your toes, inhale. Bend your knees, exhale. Bring your feet up to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Hold down, exhale. Rise up to stand, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Utkatasana, bend your knees, drop your hips, chair. Feet can be like together, big toes touching, maybe heels are together, maybe they're a little apart. Your feet can be apart a little bit. Ideally, what we're looking for is that the knee and the foot are going in the same direction. So if it doesn't feel comfortable for your feet to be together, take them a little bit apart. You can play with that. You know I'm a big fan of playing with foot position in your practice and hand position, because we're not all built the same and our joints aren't stacked up the same way. So I'm very hard pressed to give universal, like this fits everyone anymore. Last inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Rise, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Bring your foot between your hands. Half moon, rise up. Go right into it, pick up that left leg. If you want, bend the top leg. Find your foot, a couple more breaths. Come around slow. Bring this left knee up toward your chest and then cross it on top of the right leg. Just take a few breaths. You don't have to wrap it, just cross it. Rise back up to stand, extend this left leg out. I don't care how high it is. Pass through warrior three. And then step your left foot to the back of your mat, crescent pose, rise up. Energetically draw your feet toward each other. That helps to kind of set your hips actually, so you don't have to think about where you're putting your hips so much when you do that action with the feet. See if you can sink a little deeper through the hips and rise a little higher through the heart, through the spine. Last inhale. Release your hands down to the ground. Maybe shorten up your stance, straighten out both of your legs. Your back heel can be lifted or your back heel can be rooted. That's going to be your call. And then just melt your torso down this front leg. Shine your heart on the top of your foot. And so the more you press your feet down and stabilize, you can kind of guide the leg bones, the muscles up the leg. You're gently drawing the right hip crease back, and the outer right hip is gently drawing back and in. Rebend the front leg, step back to plank. Chaturanga. Rise. Down dog, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. And then bring the foot forward. Half moon, rise up. And a few more breaths if you want. Top foot to hand. Very nice. Release it around slowly. Bring the knee around, cross your right thigh on top of your left thigh, and just cross it. You take more weight into your left heel. And then with an inhale, rise up, arms up, both legs as straight as you can get them. Pass through warrior three slowly. And into crescent pose, spot that back foot. Yeah, really nice. Those are the legs toward each other. Powerful arms. Maybe start to wrap the palms toward the back of your mat. Backs of your hands toward the front of your mat. Just finding some rotation in that upper arm and the shoulder. One more inhale. Release the hands down. You can shorten up your stance if it feels good. Straighten both legs as much as you can. If you have blocks, feel free to use them. Shine your heart on the top of your left foot. Keep the foot rooted, both front and back. And so from that kind of rooted position, you can start to guide up the leg. So calf to shin, big toe pressing down. Start to feel that left outer hip gently lifting up, pinning in, maybe wrapping a little bit back. One more inhale. And then rebend the front leg, step back to plank. This time lower all the way to your belly, please. Take your arms out like cactus arms. Put the right hand on the floor next to your right shoulder. Roll onto the left side. Stack up your hips. I'm just gonna slide down on the mat here. Feet are stacked, hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Legs are strong like you're in Vashisthasana. And the more pressure you give into this right hand, the more pressure you're gonna put into that left shoulder. So just be very careful. If it feels good, bend the right leg, put the foot on the floor. Last big breath in, and then release through center. Take the right arm out to the side, left hand comes in, come onto the left hip, right hip, face the left side. Strong legs. The more pressure you give to this left hand, the more that's going to take it into the right shoulder. Option to bend the top leg, the left leg, put it on the floor of the foot. Come through center. Sphinx. Forearms are down, pull the heart through. Tops of the feet press down. Draw the shoulders back, draw the arm bones back. Tuck the toes, forearm plank. Notice how you receive the offering.
And then walk your feet in toward your elbows. Dolphin. You can lace your hands if it makes it feel more accessible and happier on your shoulders. Good, right leg up, inhale. And put the right foot down further behind you, rise up to plank. Bring the feet together. Beautiful. Stay and breathe, stay and breathe. Lower back down onto the forearms, you're in dolphin. Left leg up. Left foot down, right foot goes back to meet it. Come up to plank. This time, downward facing dog. Take a pause. Right leg back, inhale. Place your right foot forward, half moon, and come right into Chapasana if you'd like. And then bring this left knee around. Cross it on top of the right thigh. Ooh. Good, we're gonna take a twist to the left. So hands come through prayer, right elbow to left thigh. Inhale, rise back up through center. Both legs straight, extend that left leg. Pass through warrior three. And then spot this left foot to the back of your mat. Crescent pose, rising up. And then both hands down. Straighten the front leg if it feels okay. Rebend the leg. Step to plank, pause. Lower down to your belly. Take your right arm out to the side. Roll onto this right side. Maybe take that left foot to the floor. Come back through center, Sphinx. Release it down, left arm out to the side, elbow bent. Stack the hips, stack the legs. Option to bring the foot to the floor with the knee bent. Come back through center, Sphinx. Tuck the toes, take an inhale. Exhale, forearm plank. Walk your feet in. Walk your feet in. Pause. Right leg up and back. Good, if you want, you'll take a little hop here. If you don't want a little hop, you'll stay where you are. You're gonna take the feet back. You're gonna rise up to plank. Everybody, chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg back, inhale. Place your foot forward. Half moon, any version. Come around. Pick up this right knee. You're gonna cross it on top of the left. Hands come through prayer. We twist to the right. Yeah. With an inhale, you'll rise back up. Stand both legs out straight. Pass through warrior three with control. Spot your right foot back, crescent pose. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands down. Inhale, straighten both legs. And then exhale, bend the knee. Step back to plank, lower to your belly. Left arm out to the side like a cactus. Roll onto your side. Maybe bend that right knee. And then come back around. Take it right over to the right. Maybe bend the knee. And then come back through center. Sphinx, inhale. Tuck the toes. Exhale, forearm plank. Walk in for dolphin. Left leg up. This is enough. You don't have to change it. If you want, take a hop. And then foot comes down, lift up to plank. Chaturanga. Rise up. Child's pose. Just sink back to your knees. So I'm going to show you that transition in case it didn't make sense and your face was toward the mat and you couldn't see. So just watch for 1 second. So we're going to do it a few times in a moment. You come up, if you want, you take this little hop. When you land, it kind of helps to pull you up into plank. Even if you're not kicking up, put the foot down and it still brings you up, all right? So we're gonna build that into this sequence. Don't overthink it. Work around it if it doesn't work. Downward facing dog. And since I know you're excited to try it, we're gonna do it right now. How's that? Come down onto your forms. Little pause and dolphin. We'll try each side once and then we'll go back into our flow. Right leg up. Maybe hop it up, so shifting forward. Lift it up to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog, right into dolphin. Left leg up. Maybe a little hop. Bring it up to plank. Chaturanga. And then down dog. So I hope what you feel is that it's much easier than what it sounds or looks like. So this is a good example of like, how are you receiving things? Does it like feel like it's a personal assault, or are you like, I'll try it, let's see what that feels like, and oh, I'm suddenly surprised at how successful I am here. Right leg back, inhale. Right foot forward. Half moon, open it up. Maybe Chapasana. Bring it around. We've got a change here. Crossing this left thigh on top of the right. Your twist is still fantastic. So if you want, you'll twist here. I'm just going to turn a little bit so that you can see. If you want, bring your hands down to the ground. Come into an arm balance. Maybe come into, oh, fallen angel, saluting me today. Left cheek to the ground, toes point to the sky. There we go. Come back out. Come through center. Arms up, leg extends. Push through warrior three. And then crescent pose. Watch that leg back. Hands release down. Both legs straighten. Rebend the front leg. Lower down to your belly with care. Right arm out to the side. Roll it open. Come back through center. We've got a little change up here. Sphinx. Inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, forearm plank. Walk your feet in. Don't go anywhere yet. Don't go anywhere yet. Right leg up and back. Don't go anywhere. Tip forward like you want to kiss your thumbs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dip. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Come back up. Pause. Either stay there or kick it up. Lift into plank. Chaturanga. Rise open. Dog pose, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Foot forward, exhale. Half moon, inhale. Bring the knee around. Cross right on top of left. Taking your twist. Maybe taking an arm balance. Fallen angel if you'd like. Come back out. Rise up. Pass through warrior three. With control, spot that right foot back, crescent. Exhale, hands down. Both legs straighten. Release to plank, lower to your belly with control. Left arm out to the side. Roll to the left. Open it up if you want with that leg. Come back through center. Sphinx, inhale. Inhale. Tuck the toes, exhale, forearm plank. Walk the feet into dolphin. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, dip forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Like you want to kiss your thumbs, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hold it up. Maybe take a hop up. Right up into plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Give yourself a moment. Really good work. Smooth out your breath. Smooth out your thoughts. Come back to your breath. Rise high to your toes, inhale. Bend your knees, look forward, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Chair, sinking down, sinking down, sinking down. And then sit down for boat pose. So try to shift towards your sitting bones a bit. Yeah. Maybe the legs straighten, last couple breaths. Take hold of the backs of the thighs. Roll down without letting the shoulders drop, so stay here. Keep that belly in, hollow. You literally use your hands against your legs to curl your shoulders up. So you're giving yourself some help. Right leg extends out, nice and low. Draw it back in. Extend it out. Draw it back in. We are alternating. So you can place the breath however you want. I'm inhaling to extend the leg out, exhaling to draw the knee back in. If you're doing it opposite, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. That's why I didn't cue it. I want it to feel natural to you. Keep this going, or both knees are going to go together. And then we're up into boat pose. Really nice. Use the back ribs to lift up a little higher. Cross at your shins. Vinyasa or down dog. Good. We're going to do that flow sequence one more time just because it feels better the more you do it, I swear. Right leg back, inhale. Place that foot forward to rise up into half moon. Bring the knee around. Cross it on top of the right. And then twist. If you want to take the arm balance, take the arm balance. 2 more breaths. Come back through center. Inhale, rise up. Pass through warrior 3.
Inhale, crescent pose. Release the hands down, straighten the front leg. And then step to plank. With control to your belly. Right arm out to the right. Open up, press into that shoulder. Come back through center. Think. With your exhale, forearm plank. Inhale, walk your feet into your elbows. Right leg up, inhale. Just one time, kiss the thumbs. Press back up, stay there or kick it up. Take it back. Lift up to plank. Chaturanga. Rise. And then down dog. Left leg back, inhale. Place your foot forward. Half moon. Bring the knee around. Cross it. Twist it. Arm balance if you want. Come back through center. Ooh, rise up. Press through warrior three. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, hands down. Both legs straighten. And then from plank, lowering to your belly. Left elbow out to the left. Roll it open. Come back through center. Sphinx. Tuck the toes, exhale, forearm plank. Walk in, inhale. Left leg up. Exhale, kiss your thumbs. Come back up. I'm slipping in my own sweat here on my feet. Bringing it up. And then lift to plank. Chaturanga. Rise up dog. And downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a few breaths there. Teaches me for not having a towel handy. Right leg back, inhale. Right knee to your left tricep. Extend the leg out. Fallen triangle, opening up. Bring your left hand back around, come onto your left toes. Keep the right leg right where it is. Stay here and breathe. Push the pinky side of your right foot down to the floor. Either stay right here in plank, or maybe come halfway down, chaturanga. I'm running out of space. Inhale, back up. And then sweep that right leg up and back. Place your right foot between your hands. Back heel turns down. Triangle. Push into your big toe on the right foot. The base of the big toe on your right foot. Feel the arch lift. So pull the base of the big toe and the heel on the inner foot together. And then start to wrap open. Tailbone lengthens for your left heel. Energetically, your heels are drawing toward each other. Stack your hands on top of each other if you can. Broaden the chest, broaden the upper back. If this is enough, stay here. If you want, left arm comes behind your back, half wrap. If you feel pretty good here, we've done some shoulder opening, you are welcome to fully wrap this pose. Last two breaths. And then bend the front leg. Release the wrap if you have it. Left knee comes down if it's okay. Bend the back leg if it's okay. Find your foot. You can come down on your left forearm if you'd like, but you do not have to. You don't have to take your foot either. All just offerings. How are you receiving it? Do you feel like you have to do everything that I offer up? You don't. In case you don't know, you don't.
Release the foot. Turn your right toes to the right. Come back up onto a straight arm if you are on the left forearm. Come onto the pinky side of your left foot. Just keep the legs here. Open up. Gonna push the feet down and lift the hips higher. Come back around. Chaturanga. Rise. Dog pose, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Cross over to the right. Extend the leg out, fallen triangle. Push down into the feet to rise. Yeah. Bring the right hand back down, come onto the right toes. Stay here, push into the pinky side of this left foot or come halfway down, chaturanga. Come back up, sweep this left leg up and back. And then place your left foot between your hands. Back heel turns in. Press into the big toe of this left foot, the base of the big toe. Draw the arch up by pulling the base of the big toe and the inner heel toward each other. Start to wrap open, guide from the floor up. Maybe a half wrap. Maybe a full wrap. I'm so glad that you are here. Bend the front leg. Release the wrap if you have it. Back knee comes down if it feels okay. Forearm if you want. Explore the pose. Maybe take the back foot. You have the foot, release it. Come back to a straight arm if you've got the forearm down. Turn the toes to the left, push down, rolling open. And then come through last vinyasa if you would like it. And downward facing dog. Options, options, options. Forearms come down. Dolphin into Pincha Mayurasana. If you're a headstander and you prefer headstand, you can lace your hands. It's the same setup. Elbows, shoulders distance apart. You just tuck the head into the back of the hands. This is your shoulder stand setup right here. I'm sorry, headstand. Not your shoulder stand setup at all. If you want to do shoulder stand instead or any other option, an arm balance, something quiet, legs up the wall, you're going to pick what you want. Yes, beautiful, Regina. Really nice. Yeah, good, Susan. Yeah, I can see you. From back here, I see real good. Take a few breaths. In between, set yourself up. Allow yourself time. So practicing inversions doesn't mean that you're more advanced, that you are a more seasoned practitioner. Sometimes you just feel it, but they do feel good, right? They're fun. So let it feel fun and good, but don't put so much weight in it that it's like on certain days you can't find your center and find your balance. It doesn't define who you are. It doesn't mean that you failed as a yogi. Hardly. It's just an offering. In your last 30 seconds, if you're in a headstand, come into child's pose. If you are in Pincha or dolphin, come into child's pose. Yeah. If you're in a shoulder stand, if you went there, come out through plow,
and take a twist to both sides. Or you can take fish. And then when you're ready, we'll all meet in child's pose. I'm gonna change my mind here. All in child's pose. Just feel how that child's pose is received versus when we first started. Rise up onto your knees. Bring your hands to your hips. Lift the heart. Contain your belly. So if like you have the tendency to just kind of flop into that low back, draw it in. Ustrasana. Rise up. Think back, hips to heels. If that felt right, you'll stick with that. You'll go back up. You'll go from there. You want to try to play? You want to play with me. Right hand to your right heel. Gonna push, open up, and come around. And we go right to the other side. And come back around. We go one more each way. If you're in classical camel, you're almost out. Last breath here, inhale. And then exhale. Release and pause. Receive it. How did it feel? So if you want to stay classical, you'll stay classical. If you want to do this kind of wave side to side, that feels good. Actually gives you a lot of space. So that might be a nice option even if you didn't try it the first time. You're feeling pretty open in Ustrasana and you want to play both hands to your heels, lifting and then opening. So there's a little more sense of like Dhanurasana, the way that you expand. Inhale, rise up. Bring your hands forward. Single leg pigeon, right shin forward. You know you can always take an alternative if this doesn't work. Thread the needle. Dukhasana, sitting cross-legged. You choose what works. Push the top of the back foot down. Push the whole front shin down, the outer shin, the outer calf. The pinky side of that right foot pushes down. And then press to the base of the big toe. One more big breath in. Bring your hands under your shoulders, tuck the back toes, and you'll just switch with as little flash as you need, as little flash as you can. So notice how you can guide what's happening in the hips by pressing down into the ground with your legs, with your feet, with your forearms. That's not going to guide the hips a little bit, but more the shoulder girdle. But you can keep the connection of upper body to lower body by hugging those shoulders, those armpits down toward the hip point. It's all connected, everything. Our bodies are this amazing miracle of movement. Everything's connected. So this art of observing our reactions, our habits as we receive things here in this practice, of course it translates off the mat. How do we receive things? Good. Come up, you're just going to extend the legs out. Do we think it's about us when it has nothing to do with us, right? So if this sequence was not your favorite, it's not about you. It wasn't about you. I mean, it's all about you, but it wasn't actually about you. It wasn't to make you feel bad about yourself or to torture you in dolphin if it's not your favorite pose. And that's how so much of our experience as human beings is that we personalize things that they feel like it's an onslaught of attacks when really it's just things happening. They're just occurrences. Sometimes they're offerings. Sometimes they're a little more pushy, a little more stringent. But we can still observe how we respond, how we react. Rise up, come onto your back. Finishing with a twist of your liking. Knees one way, upper body the other way. And then switch sides. And how will we receive this Shavasana today? Come back through center. Release your legs, release your arms, release your hands. Maybe take a little rock side to side. Let everything go as much as you can physically. So letting all the muscles go. So that's the first step, is just check in physically. Let go as much as you can. And allow the breath to soften. And then if we tell our brains to let go, it's not going to happen, right? Then it just starts to grab on more. So instead, lead by example with the body, with the breath, release those. And if the brain wants to let go, it will. Don't be mad about it if it doesn't. Just receive Shavasana. Allow your breath to slowly deepen. Notice your body. And then gently returning to movement Turning your senses outward. Find your way to seated as you are ready. Move kindly. Once you're seated, bring your hands together in prayer at your heart. Very last moment of our practice together today. Honor yourself for getting through it, for showing up. Honor this body you're given. We're so mean to our bodies. We are so mean to our bodies. Say something kind to your body right now. And this love we shine inward doubles outward. Gotta be kinder to ourselves. Inhale, lift your heart to your thumb. Bow your mind to your heart. Rise with your inhale. I thank you. Namaste.